I welcome you guys to this episode of Love Conversation with Pikaris. So we talked a lot at the last episode. We talked about a lot of things. We really had a deep conversation about God, about a lot of things, about our relationship, about mistakes we shouldn't make. But today, there is something I want to talk to us about. I'll be going back to the first episode of this conversation, which I said I was defining commitment to you. And I asked you guys a question. I said, what is love? I said when I was younger, I believe love is an emotional feeling. As a matter of fact, I had it in my diary when I was younger. I think when I was in my secondary school level, I wrote it down like that. And I love the definition and stick to it. Until life, I grew up, I understand, knowledge came, I got married, I got into the real business of what we think we know that we actually didn't know. So I know that many of you have questioned my definition of love to be commitment, and then you are saying to yourself, what is now my feelings about him? You said it's not love. I felt something. I love him. I know what I feel. I'm having this conversation with us today to tell you that your feelings is not being valued. I'm not disregarding the fact that you said you feel something. It's true. It's not like I grew up, I just got here. I felt those things too before. So I'm not playing down on it at all. You really feel it, and it's true. And nobody can fight the fact that you felt that. But see, the fact that you felt something doesn't necessarily mean it is love, because love is not the same as feelings, and feelings doesn't naturally equate to love. It's not the same thing at all. It's the one we have that we call love. They've been the reason why we make the most radical, useless, and costly decisions and mistakes in our lives. So I want to ask you, the feelings you have now that is making you behave the way you behave, the feelings you have now or you feel now, that is the reason why you are stuck, you've been tears and pain, and you are still there. You know, I've been a pastor for years, and then I've got to have practical discussion with people. I've got to meet people with practical problems that need solution. You know, sometimes back as 8 years ago, I had this conversation with some ladies, and then a lady came in the midst of this. I came to visit some friends that I know, and then this lady had bruises and all on her, and I was not the type to talk in that kind of environment. So when the lady left, I asked the one that I actually know and looked at that, what is going on? Why is this your friends like this? What happened? So I got to know that the person she's dating is a child of someone that people you call prominent people, and then this guy spends a lot. This the people you call ballers, and then this guy buys anything and everything in graduation for this lady. But do you know what? They have sex, which is an error in the first place. But that is not the point. The main point here is that before the guy will even have sex with this lady, we beat her to stupor and see her good. And this guy's motivation or orgasm comes from seeing another person bleed and in pain. That is when he feels in the mood. Are you mad? Like his madness running over head. And she's there. You know what? Because when the guy is done battering her life, the guy will give her anything, like buy her clothes, buy her anything. I mean the luxury, what you call luxury life. Jesus, I refuse and I reject that in Jesus. Because even too late to use and because I'm well situated. But that is not the point. The point here is that if you ask such a lady, she says she feels something for you. This is a selfish person. You felt nothing. Because if feelings drive everything we do, how many times have you felt like killing yourself? Why didn't you do it? I remember, I was thinking about this conversation with you today, and I was thinking about it yesterday, and I was thinking, I said, thank God for the people that drew me back when my daddy died, because I wanted to enter the grave. What if I enter? I felt like it now. Hey, thank you, Lord Jesus. How many things have you felt like doing that you didn't do? How many times have people really provoked us? How many times have people show us wickedness and you felt like killing the person, but you didn't do it? Why didn't you do it? You remember there is a deal. And you remember that the law of this country said you be hanged. It is death by hanging for killing another person. So you didn't do it. So why do you now think you should go by everything you said you feel in the name of love? Jeopardizing your peace of mind, your life, your future, because you think you feel it. This is what I mean when I say feeling doesn't equate love. And this is what I mean when I say feelings and love, they are not the same thing, because our feeling evaporates. It's like a vapor. Our feelings diminish, our feelings vanishes, it goes away. What you feel happy sometimes, you feel sad sometimes, you're worried sometimes, you're bothered sometimes. They are all feelings. You feel excited sometimes, you feel down sometimes. If you go by everything you feel, what will your life be now? How many times have you walked the road and feel like slapping a police officer? Why did you do it? How many times have you wish our government, if you see them, we just do something to them? If you sit in a room where our president is, will you do something to him? No, because you might feel wrong, you might not be happy at what they are doing or what they ought to do that they did to, but still you understand, you borrow yourself sensing, because you know the repercussion of the step you are about to take. So why do you think when it comes to your feelings and what you call love, why is our brain under our feet? All of a sudden now our feeling doesn't count. All of a sudden our senses is not put in place. We think our feelings should be all. You think it's all about what you feel. See, feelings doesn't hold anything. Feeling doesn't start a road. Feelings doesn't do anything, because whatever is built of feelings is meant, it can't stand. It's meant to diminish. It's meant to vanish away. So that is what I'm saying when I say your feelings is not love. You can't put your life on what you feel. It doesn't hold anything. It doesn't at all. We feel many things. And you realize that as far as feelings is concerned, you love someone today, you can still feel another person that look better than the person you feel like you love them too. So if you're doing feelings, don't you think we will live in a chaotic life? Don't you think there will be disorderliness in this world? So that is why the most important thing, if you're not building every other thing of feelings in your life, you feel like not going to work today, why don't you stay at home? You'll be sad. You feel like slapping your boss because of the way they boss you around. Why did you do it? You feel like expressing yourself at work and saying, how dare you, sir? You didn't do it, though. But when it comes to your life, the one that God put you in charge, the one He gave you, the one He trusted you with, you think your feelings is all you need, and you give it to any guy that comes. You give your life away. You forget you have a future. You forget there is a generation that ought to come to you and from you. Please. Feelings doesn't equate love. That is what I mean. And you can never be something tangible, something solid, something that lasted, or that will last from feelings. It is not it. Feelings and love, they are not the same. Alright, I will see you at the next episode. Bye bye. I know this thing will feel somehow. So let's think about it. I love you. I still love you. Bye bye.